know we all want this COVID thing to end, and it will. The restrictions in place now won't last forever. Smart people are figuring out how to get vaccines to everyone, but it will take a little longer. Until then, we need to recommit and finish strong. COVID won't stop spreading on its own. We have to stop spreading it. Meet with friends outside, social distance, and most of all, wear a mask. We're all in. Are you?
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
Yeah, helping us save even more.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is the premier award-winning student property in Orem. With renovations of nearly $5 million, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or remote. And the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, so safety and support is the top priority. Lease now, get half off your November rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
The road to WAC Vegas runs through WACSports.com. Get all the content you want, all in one place. If you follow one team or all of them, with live broadcasts exclusively on the ESPN family of networks. And behind-the-scenes access on WAC social media. Don't miss the key plays. For insights from the coaches and players, the 2021 Hercules Tires WAC Basketball Tournament, March 10th through the 13th at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas.
Welcome to Orem, Utah, the campus of Utah Valley University. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to you, wherever and however you're joining us. Brandon Crow with you. Tonight's WAC matchup for you. The UT-RGV Vaqueros gallop on their horses up here to the high desert to take on the Utah Valley Wolverines, the home team for Coach Mark Manson and his staff. The Utah Valley community extends their heartfelt condolences and their prayers to the UT-RGV and the rest of the WAC community. The Vaqueros lost their head coach, Lou Hill, a couple weeks ago after a battle with amyloidosis. It's a disease. It's a protein disorder. And in this disease, proteins, they change shape, they misfold, and then bind together and form amyloid fibrils, which deposit in organs. And this unfortunate disease is what ultimately led to the passing of Coach Lou Hill. And tonight you'll see orange masks and pins. Very fantastic gesture by UVU Marketing, Tim Doyley and his staff. And we have those masks, and we'll be wearing those if you'll be seeing those in the next couple of days. But again, we extend our heartfelt condolences, our love, and our prayers to the UT-RGV Vaquero community during this difficult time. The Vaqueros tonight are in their road orange uniforms with the gray trim. Utah Valley in their home whites with the green trim. And already the referees making their presence known. And Evan Cole and the Wolverines will take the tip-off. Jeff O'Chair and Evan Cole squaring off. Blaze Neal with the cornrows tonight. Gives inload Evan Cole. Evan Cole trying to make his presence known early. Misses that first shot. And the Vaqueros, who have had a myriad of games canceled this season due to the coronavirus, due to the passing of their head coach, Lou Hill, are revved up. With only a handful of games that they have played, the Vaqueros are using every opportunity that they get, especially within the next couple of weeks, for any tune-up whatsoever before WAC Vegas in just a few weeks away in March. Your Wolverines on the court right now. Evan Cole, Blaze Neal, Trey Woodbury, Fardaws Amack, J.J. Overton. And Overton with the ball, drives baseline, stops. 10 on the clock, cross-court pass to Blaze Neal. Now Fardaws Amack with 7. Fardaws Amack now with 5, with 4. Puts a shoulder down, and they're going to call travel. On the offensive side now, with the UT-RGV Vaqueros in orange. Johnson, O'Chair, Nelson, Levi, and Dibiamaka round out the starting 5 for interim head coach Jay Stedman. Levi just inside the three-point arc, misses. Woodbury there with the rebound, pushes it up. J.J. Overton kicks it back out. Blaze Neal, wide open three-pointer. That one misses. Evan Cole almost had that tip in. Vaqueros from the elbow this time. Good strong possession, can't connect at the rim as Quentin Johnson the second. Evan Cole. Fardaws Amack with the spin move. Gets stuck. Amack showing off his poise and patience. Couldn't connect for 2. And both teams now scoreless over the first 2 minutes. And an offensive foul going against the Vaqueros. Guilty party here. Marick Nelson. Blaze Neal off the screen, drives baseline, stops. Back out to Trey Woodbury. Woodbury ignores the screen, gives it back to Amack, and Amack gives the ball away. Nelson. Woo! Nelson starts things off with a flex for the Vaqueros. Nice way to start the scoring campaign for UT-RGV. Trey Woodbury drives, kicks it back out. Blaze Neal, J.J. Overton. Overton on the floor, loses it in midair. Fardaws Amack got a hand on it. The referee's going to say last touched off of Amack. And Coach Stedman's going to call a timeout. And we're going to take this timeout with them. So the Vaqueros take a 2-0 lead off of a Quentin Johnson dunk. More basketball when we return. We're just getting started.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please, don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here4you to learn how to get the care you need.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Play has resumed very quickly here at the UCCU Center. Don't worry, haven't missed much. Just the UT-RGV missed shots. Evan Cole now with it for the Wolverines. Floater misses in the lane. And the ball bouncing all over the place finally ends up in the hands of the Vaqueros. Levi pushing it up court. Transition to three-pointer. That one falls through. Quentin Johnson. 3 points for him. Blaze Neal thought about the three. Overton drives, stops, pops, and he finds the bottom of the net. Vaqueros now to a 3-point lead, a little over 16 left here in the first half. Good ball movement so far from the Vaqueros. Really patient on the offensive side. Now 8 seconds from the corner elbow, and that's a beautiful mid-range jumper there by Levi. Javon Levi, the senior from Killeen, Texas, averaging about 10 points per game. Trey Woodbury steps into a three-pointer off the back iron. Levi again almost in the same spot where he made the shot last possession. Now goes low to the big fella. Johnson pulls it back. And Trey Woodbury gets up with a smile, even though he got fouled a little bit too hard for the officials wanting. And that's going to take us to an immediate timeout. So we'll be right back. We're just trying to get started here in Orem.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. Free. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
UT-RGV with the 7-2 lead early on in this one. Both teams still trying to figure each other out, and honestly, we're all still trying to figure themselves out too. UT-RGV, if you take a look at the schedule so far as conference goes, you see a common theme, a common thread, a common word: canceled. Chicago State, New Mexico State, Starleton, Grand Canyon, Southern Texas, California Baptist, Seattle. All those games have been canceled or postponed. And you see a handful of games spattered throughout there. But this team with some fresh legs, considering not a lot of miles have been put on them yet this season. But the Vaqueros traveled all the way here from Southern Texas. trying to play spoiler. Here's Utah Valley now with the number 2 overall seed for the conference. And the Vaqueros making it look easy down in the post. Bratton, right as the shot clock expires, makes his Vaquero lead 7. Fardaws Amac down low to Evan Cole. Maybe a little bit too late. And they're going to call a foul on Evan Cole. And Johnson will check in. And Dibiamaka will step off for the Vaqueros. So Johnson has 3 points for the Vaqueros. Nelson with 2. Levi with 2. Bratton now with 2. And the only 2 points for the Wolverines, courtesy of J.J. Overton. And that's a good, strong, healthy move down low by Bratton. Back-to-back offensive series, back-to-back points for the big man. Blaze Neal. Darthard with it. Nice bounce pass to Jamison Overton. Overton no-look pass. Now Blaze Neal from Trey Woodbury. That one too strong. Javon Levi showing off his speed. And I believe Blaze Neal will get the foul called. Got his hand caught in the cookie jar, trying to reach from behind. Take another look at it. A slap on the wrist. Jaden McClanahan, Colby Leifson checking in for the Wolverines. Trey Woodbury comes off. And Tim Fuller in there as well for Fardaws Amac. Vaqueros on a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Overton with the rebound for the Wolverines. And Utah Valley hasn't made a bucket in 2.5 minutes. And J.J. Overton hits the floor hard. Utah Valley coaches along with Overton with their hands up, wanting to know how come there wasn't a foul call. And Javon Levi getting a talking to from the officials on the other side as well. He came off the bench and was coming over almost underneath the hoop. Got a warning from the officials. UT-RGV right now, they're making their wide open jump shots. You're going to leave Lawrence Anders like that open, and he'll make you pay. (13-2). Vaquero lead. McClanahan in low to Fuller. Fuller loses it on his way up. Last touched off of the Vaqueros. Nelson, the last one to touch it, as Dibiamaka comes back in for the orange and gray. It's a very vocal Vaquero bench. The referees have had to put their hands over to tell the players to go and sit down or move back from the court at least 2 or 3 times in the last 30 seconds. And the Wolverines desperately need a bucket here to try and stay relevant in the first 10 minutes of play. Leifson, he can do it for you. He finds the bottom. So that snapped almost a 4-minute scoring drought for the Wolverines. 13-5, Vaqueros still on top. And a lot of confidence oozing from this Vaquero team right now. Fuller there with the rebound. And good hustle trying to save that ball out of play. It was Butler. So this Vaquero team, again, we showed you all the cancellations they had on the schedule. They come into this game only having played their first game in over 2 weeks, just barely this past Sunday, as Jaden McClanahan scores, throwing that one up off the glass and creating contact. So they defeated Dallas Christian on Sunday, 116-51. It was also, again, the first game since the passing of their head coach, Lou Hill. So the Vaqueros, again, very hungry and very fresh. Very athletic. An alley-oop to J.J. Overton for Jaden McClanahan. It almost seemed like Overton was floating, just waiting for that ball. It was like he was on a trampoline. 13-9, Vaqueros lead, but Utah Valley's on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half. And a travel call. The pendulum of momentum starting to swing Utah Valley's way. That'll be our under 12 media timeout. We'll take a quick break. Wolverines have some momentum in Orem after this.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally...
The Wolverines have been on a 7-0 run over the last minute and 30 seconds. UTRGV got out to a quick 13-2 lead, but Utah Valley slowly chipping away at this lead. We'll take a quick look at the overall standings. We mentioned how UTRGV has had 12 of their last 11 games get canceled, including 11 WAC games. But hey, they got 2 victories in Western Athletic Conference, and so that puts them at the very top. And Utah Valley now in third, behind Grand Canyon and UTRGV. 7-1, the Lopes, and that will be Utah Valley's opponent next week. So first, Utah Valley's got to escape the danger of the ropes from the Vaqueros. Try not to get round up here, hogtied, in their own home court. But again, tonight's game for the Vaqueros, this is their first time they've played since they played Dixie State January 16th, as J.J. Overton drives and gets fouled by Dibiamaka, and he gives a high five to a fan. He might have to go sanitize himself now after that. But that's not for me to judge. O'Cherry steps off for the Vaqueros. Anthony Bratton back in, and J.J. Overton at the free throw line to try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play, and he misses. And Utah Valley, one of their Achilles heels on this season has been their free throw shooting. And the mid-range game continues to keep the Vaqueros afloat. Butler this time cashing in. Dibiamaka, the only Vaquero on the floor yet to score. McClanahan, Leifson, now Darthard. Wolverines trail by 4. McClanahan using his body, but gets rejected hard at the rim by Bratton. Dibiamaka, Butler, Levi, Bratton. Ooh, Butler showing off the okey doke. And a nice tip in from Bratton. That was some quickness for Butler at the top of the key. So even though Utah Valley has made 4 of their last field goals, The Vaqueros still up 11-17. Overton being guarded by Dibimaka. Overton calling for Fuller's help now with 9. Makes a move, drives in the key, gets the contact. And too strong off the back iron. Here comes Johnson trying to go coast to coast. Somehow McClanahan was able to keep it in play and keep his toes in play. McClanahan. Darthard steps into a three-pointer. Darford buries it. 17-14, Vaqueros lead, only 3 now. Javon Levi looking for a little bit of crease, looking for the right matchup are the Vaqueros. Butler again drives, baseline rejected by Fuller. Overton down low, trying to feed the big fella. And another travel call. Vaquero basketball. A little over 8 minutes left here to play in the first half. Brandon Crow with you here. Thank you for joining us on the WAC Digital Network on our GoUVU YouTube channel. And Tim Fuller will step off as Fartaz Hamak checks back in. And Levi going straight at the big man, gets the foul, throws it up, count it. Fartaz Hamak throwing up his hand saying, what did I do? He ran into me. You ever see those cartoons of a little pebble hitting a rock? That's kind of what that looked like. But nonetheless, Javon Levi puts it off the glass and through the hoop. Levi too strong off the back iron, rebounded by Woodbury and the Wolverines. Levi now 4 total points on the evening. The Wolverines trail 14-19. Mack has the ball slapped away from behind. Now down low, Evan Cole. Evan Cole going against a double team, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Four total fouls for the Vaqueros as Evan Cole makes his free throw. Johnson, Nelson, Bratton. Fartaz Hamak doing what he does best, getting the rebound. Thought he got fouled from behind as he couldn't finish the layup. 15-19, Vaqueros still on top. Levi gets rejected by Fartaz Hamak, who looks a little bit frustrated. And you know the saying, don't poke the bear. We'll see what Fartaz Hamak's going to do on this next possession. Trey Woodbury steals it. Woodbury 1v2. And he gets fouled in the process. The initial foul will go against Johnson. And the referees might be talking about how this could be a goaltending situation of how Trey Woodbury went to go put the ball off the glass. So we'll take another look at it here from our vantage point. It's pretty close. So now they're going to say that the foul happened before the shot. So no free throws. So Fardaws Amek going to try and do work himself, and he puts it through. Utah Valley now down by 2, 19-17. The Vaquero lead. Javon Levi stutter step, creates his own space, misses. Nice rebound by the Vaqueros. Bratton down low. Fardaws Amek there to gobble it up. McClanahan now Amek. Amek going to put it on the floor. Shimmy. Back-to-back buckets for the big man. Don't poke the bear. All tied up. First time this has been tied up since it was 0-0 at tip-off. Johnson trying to get Woodbury in the air. Woodbury keeps his ground. Fardaws Amek with another rebound. Utah Valley now a chance to take the lead. Down low to Evan Cole. Evan Cole almost made it. Tried to act like he was shooting before he got chest bumped down to the floor. As that foul will go against Javon Levi. And we'll take a quick break. Utah Valley is stormed back. More basketball in Orem after this.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Welcome back to Orem, Utah, the site and campus of Utah Valley University. Utah Valley mascot Willie the Wolverine taking in the sights and sounds of some fans. And he sees and hears Fardaws Amek starting to wake up offensively here. Fardaws Amek, 4 points, all coming within the last minutes. 4 points and 3 rebounds so far for the big man and 1 block. And if you haven't heard or haven't been keeping track of what's been going on as far as Fardaws Amek is concerned, he's the nation's leading rebounder. He's broken and set the school record 3 times already this season. And not only is Amek rewriting the history books here at his own school at Utah Valley, but he's closing in on some of the all-time greats in the college game. As far as rebounds per game go, since the 1985-86 season, if the season were to end right now, Fardaws Amek will be tied with Warren Kidd of Middle Tennessee, Jerome Lambert, Baylor, Tim Duncan, Wake Forest, Shaquille O'Neal in 4th, Kurt Thomas, Kenneth Reed, and Blake Griffin. All some household names. He's also been named to the Lou Henson Player of the Year Award watch list. And of course, that Player of the Year award, which is presented annually to the top mid-major player in Division I college basketball. I believe the officials are looking at to see if this was an intentional foul, or to see if maybe Evan Cole did somehow miraculously put the shot up as he got fouled. Coach Mark Madsen in his second season. And so I believe they are going to stick with the call on the floor. The call will go against Javon Levi, and they will say that the foul occurred before the shot. So Jaden McClanahan can't get the ball in before another whistle's called. And I think this one's going to go against Lawrence Anderson. And that'll be Lawrence Anderson's second personal foul. So UTRGV already with 17 fouls compared to Utah Valley's 4. And Fardaz Amak at the charity stripe, where he is successful. Amak, over the last couple of weeks, has had a little bit of a free throw slump as we take a look at the contact down low. But he's definitely put work and work and work into trying to make that charity stripe more of a friendly place. Those 2 free throws put Utah Valley on top 21-19, 6:50 left in the first half. Javon Levi looking to respond. And another travel is called. So both teams getting caught with their passports not stamped. Trey Woodbury will take a break. Trey Darthard and J.J. Overton re-enter the game. The Wolverines on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half. And Fardaz Amak a big part of it. Amak calling for it. Just a little too strong. Javon Levi. Butler with a deep 3 from the top. Comes off left, right into the hands of Evan Cole. Jaden McClanahan for the Wolverines with a 2-point lead. And 6 minutes left in the first. Darthard down to Evan Cole. And Cole gets slapped away. McClanahan, 3-point opportunity. Now Overton with the rebound. He throws it off to the defender, goes out of play. And that one went off of McLean Jr. And McLean Jr. checking his nose, making sure there's no blood. I'm not sure if the ball was thrown off his nose. Fardaz Amak with a shot put from the key. And Evan Cole gets stripped from behind. And that could have been a very dangerous play, but a layup nonetheless on the other side for Nelson and the Vaqueros. But 21-21. That layup by Nelson snapped a 3-minute scoring drought for the Vaqueros. Overton gets fouled, count it. Overton drives, gets the contact, and finishes with the left-hand shot put. Overton now your leading scorer for the Wolverines, 8 points, 9 pending. Gets whacked in midair almost with the high 5 motion from Nelson. And McClanahan will take a break as Blaze Neild rechecks in for the Wolverines. And Overton, who's missed both of his free throws tonight. A little bit upset and frustrated with himself, but scorer like J.J. Overton, one of the conference's best, and definitely one of the team's best. With 8 points tonight, will continue to get that stroke. He'll get that dialed in. Wolverines now with the 2-point lead, 23-21, 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Butler finds his own spot and misses. Evan Cole with an outlet to Latrey Darthur. Darthur going 1v1, misses. That was a tough shot as Darthur takes a tough spill, slow to get up and trails from behind. Butler going right at Evan Cole, no call from the officials. And here comes the big fella running the court. No look past Evan Cole. Evan Cole too strong off the glass. And here comes Butler the other way. Now Blaze Neal comes back to defend. Another wild shot and another miss. Somebody needs to put a circus over this tent. And finally, both teams are bailed out by a whistle. An offensive foul called against J.J. Overton as Trey Woodbury comes in. And Fardaws Amack steps off. Nelson trying to find some spot. Very active and lively Wolverine bench. Making a lot more noise than normal as Javon Levi steps into a three-pointer, rebounded by Trey Woodbury. Evan Cole step into a three. Evan Cole makes it. 4 points, first field goal for the big man. Evan Cole now going to go to work on defense. And Evan Cole gets caught in the popcorn machine. And Bratton has some words for Cole afterwards as well. And things are getting a little heated here. Utah Valley with the 26-21 lead. UT-RGV basketball after this.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Predicting Utah's diverse weather. It takes an experienced team, passionate about putting you in the know before you go. It takes the KSL weather specialists. Weather made special.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center on the campus of Utah Valley University. For those joining us, thank you for letting us be a part of your Friday evening here. However, wherever you're joining us, Utah Valley with a 26-21 lead. Things getting a little chippy here. Players getting frustrated with each other, with the officials, with everything it seems like for both teams. And right before we went to break, Bratton got fouled by Evan Cole. They started chirping at each other before referees and coaches had to separate everything. And Utah Valley leads the series 26-4. And last year, Utah Valley lost to UT-RGV 80-72 in Edinburgh, Texas. But then last year, January 19th, here at the UCCU Center in Orem, Utah Valley defeated UT-RGV 72-70 on a last-second shot. And I know the Vaquero is playing with tremendous passion and a lot of emotion. Not only this game, but expectedly throughout the remainder of the season, given everything that they've been through over the last 12 months. And Bratton makes a second free throw of the two. Wolverines still with the 4-point lead as Tim Fuller rechecks in. Blaze Neal now to Overton. Fuller on the screen. Overton drives and puts it through. So the Vaqueros have made 1 of their last 11. And a steal, pickpocket from Blaze Neal. Levi showing off his speed, and Neal finishes with the layup. And that's going to force UT-RGV to call a timeout. Interim coach Jay Stedman going to talk things over with his squad. And we'll take a timeout as well. 30-22. Wolverines.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
UVU President Tuminez joins some pit bull here in the crowd. President Tuminez, the unofficial mascot of Utah Valley Athletics. Ever since she has become the president here, she has made her presence known. Virtually almost any collegiate activity event, you can see and find her out there. And it definitely makes the mood a lot better when your Wolverines have a 30-22. And J.J. Overton got a hand on it. And that's the second time J.J. Overton's gone into the crowd and said hi. Javon Levi trying to snap a drought here for the Vaqueros. No field goals in the last 2.5 minutes, and no field goals in their last 5 trips down the court. Make that 0 for 6. As Woodbury finds Darthard in the corner. Fuller with a nice spin move and the layup to follow. Fuller providing some fantastic minutes over the last 2 weeks for this Wolverines team, doing anything and everything that Coach Madsen and his staff have asked him to do. And DB Maka can't buy a bucket tonight. Beautiful shot, created his own spot. That thing just rimmed around and then popped right back out. Largest lead of the night for the Wolverines, 32-22. Overton again with the running floater. Fuller there trying to get the putback jam, but gets fouled. And that foul's going to go against Lawrence Anderson. That'll be his second personal foul. See Fuller coming in, and Lawrence Anderson really caught in no man's land. Didn't see Fuller until it was too late. Fuller makes the first free throw. Tim Fuller from Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona and Highland High School, the pride of Ryan Hatch. Coming to Utah Valley via Weber State. A fantastic addition. Trey Woodbury gets the rebound after that miss and then loses it. Dibiamaka. Nice find. Butler in the corner. And Tim Fuller gets called for the foul. So 17 total fouls between the two. Do the average, it's, as of where we stand, almost a foul a minute, it seems. And then you throw in a couple traveling calls, and that's almost a whistle every 35 seconds. Quentin Johnson the second from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, coming into this contest, averaging about 13 points a game. Makes 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. So Johnson now with 4 points for the Vaqueros. Levi with 4 points. Bratton with 7. Butler with 2. Dibiamaka still looking for point number 1. For the Wolverines, Darthard with 3. Woodbury with nothing. Fuller with 3. McClanahan with 2. And Overton with 10. 33-23, 10-point Wolverine lead with 90 seconds left in the first half. Fuller with 7. Fuller going to work. Looked like some solid defense from Bratton. But Fuller will go to the free throw line. Tim Fuller misses out the back iron. So far tonight, Tim Fuller in 7 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 1 from the floor, 3 rebounds, and a block. And Fuller misses 2. And J.J. Overton gets another foul called on him, going over the back. And even more whistles. And Overton will sit the rest of the first half on the bench with 10 points, 3 rebounds. And Johnson again finds himself at the charity stripe where he misses the 1-and-1 opportunity. Trey Woodbury there with the rebound. Now McClanahan for the Wolverines. So McClanahan's going to continue to wind down the clock now with 10. He's going to make his move. McClanahan trying to get around Fuller. We're now with 5. Cross-court pass. Darthard has to get it off quickly. Tipped. Levi driving. And Trey Woodbury gets called for a block. And he comes up with a big smile on his face, shakes his head. And that'll be his second personal foul. Asa McCord going to come in for the Wolverines after Levi makes his free throw. And Levi misses the free throw. So Javon Levi coming into this contest here tonight. He's only had 4 free throws, 5 of 9, so shooting 56% from the charity stripe so far this season. Tonight he's 0 for 2 and make that 1 for 3. So 9-point Wolverine lead, 46 seconds left, about 16 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Full court press by the Vaqueros. Utah Valley dodges. McClanahan finds an open crease. Tacks on 2 more for the Wolverines. So now with the shot clock turned off, game clock now at 20. Javon Levi going to try and conjure up some last-second magic to end the half. Single digits now, 7 for Levi, 5. 4, cuts to his left, kicks it back to Butler with 2. Butler as his time expires, and he gets it. Butler's teardrop floater brings the Wolverine lead 35-26. Only 9 points for the Wolverines. Hopefully everybody can take a break because that first half was ugly. But the Wolverines will still take their 35-26 lead at the break, and we'll take a break as well. Halftime in Orem, Utah. More WAC basketball after this.
We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
Yeah, helping us save even more.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Make some noise!
Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go. 2 seconds.
Creators run the show.
We want the awesome.
From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the room. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
It's not always easy being the exception. They'll tell you you don't belong, that it's not your place, that it'll never fly. But here, you learn that you have a choice. You can listen to those voices, or you can leave them all speechless. But the key component there is you.
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more, free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
Join the Wolverine Club, a simple message with a major impact.
Finds the back of the net for the Wolverines!
Support student athletes like former Utah Valley University women's soccer star, graduate, and Rhodes Scholar finalist Hannah Bruce. Not only is Hannah the first UVU student athlete to be a Rhodes Scholar finalist, she is currently studying to earn a master's degree in neuroscience at the renowned University of Oxford in England. Support the next Wolverine Rhodes Scholar finalist by joining the Wolverine Club today.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please, don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast. Seriously fast.
Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
And buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Orem, Utah, the campus of Utah Valley University. Brandon Crow with you alongside courtside producer and director Ben Schroeder, statistician as well. And speaking of stats, we'll take a look at those first half stats for you. Again, like we said, one word to summarize, ugly. Very ugly game, but Utah Valley nonetheless, 35 points to Rio Grande Valley's 26. Utah Valley not shooting the lights out three-point wise. 3 of 8. UTRGV 1 of 6. Rebounds very even, to be honest. Utah Valley with 25 rebounds compared to UTRGV's 23. But the assists, Utah Valley and head coach Mark Madsen love that assist number. So 9 assists for those 35 points. And both teams finished off that first half with 10 fouls apiece. So lots of whistles. And not to mention a handful of travels and then some non-calls. Very difficult for either team to really try and get into a rhythm. But it was really a tale of two halves in the first half. The first 10 minutes, UTRGV was out in front and had a 19-2 lead on top of Utah Valley. And then the final 10 minutes, Utah Valley started getting into shape and started really focusing on the defensive side, which led to offensive opportunities, which they were able to capitalize on. Breaking down the scoring for you for UTRGV in that first half. 4 points for Nelson. O'Cherry, nothing. 4 points for Quentin Johnson, the second. Javon Levi with 5. Anthony Bratton with 7. Malik Lawrence Anderson with 2. And Laquan Butler with 4. For Utah Valley, 4 points for Evan Cole, 6 points for Fardaws Amack, 2 points for Blaze Neild, 10 points for J.J. Overton, Latrey Darthard and Tim Fuller with 3, Jaden McClanahan with 4, and Colby Leifson with 3 as well. And a great hustle and save there on the offensive side by Nelson to keep that play alive and give his team an extra 20 seconds. And Nelson couldn't handle that hot pass coming across the court from Javon Levi. Javon Levi like a shortstop in the pocket. And Nelson couldn't scoop it up at first. So let's see how these officials react here to this second half. Fardaws Amack going to go to work and misses, but he gets his own rebound, puts it back up and misses again. Evan Cole gets his own rebound. And they're going to say that foul that was called on Nelson happened before the shot, so Nelson's foul will be his third personal. Blaze Neild to J.J. Overton. And if you're keeping tabs of the board man back home, Fardaws Amack with 5 rebounds so far. So 7 seconds left for the Wolverines to put something up. Blaze Neild trying to create his own spot. And he finds Evan Cole. Mid-range jumper, that one's no good. Here comes Javon Levi and the Vaqueros. Dibiamaka still looking for his first points of the contest. Kicks it back out. Top of the key. And a rebound number 6. As Nelson's three-pointer misses. Nice bounce pass to Blaze Neild. Count it! Beautiful bounce pass from the big fella. Blaze Neild cut, caught, and finished. Blaze Neild gets the contact to go with it. Ran into a brick wall in Nelson after Johnson fouled him in midair. And Blaze Neild's going to take his time. And he completes the three-point play. 38-26. Wolverines on top. And Fardaws Amack, we already talked about his prowess for rebounding. And he can show off his other skill sets. Beautiful set of eyes finding Blaze Neal on that last cut. And an offensive foul called against Cherry. And when little guys run into the big fellas tend to get the foul called against them. That'll be Cherry's third personal. Overton with it. Bounce pass to Fardaws Amac. Trey Woodbury, three-pointer in the corner. Too strong. Dibiamaka with a nice rebound for the Vaqueros. Now Javon Levi. Cherry in the paint. And that's a nice shot from Cherry, the beautiful sky hook. And that's his first 2 points of the contest. Still 10-point lead for the Wolverines. Fardaws Amac thought about it. Oh, yeah, sure, he'll take it. And that one's too strong. And two Vaqueros last touched it and goes out of play. And Rob McClain Jr. will come in for Nelson. And Johnson will step off as Butler checks back in for the Vaqueros. Blaze Neal now to Evan Cole for the Wolverines. Woodbury passes it up, gives it Blaze Neal in the corner. Right at Fardaws Amac, who can't come up with it on the floor. Dibiamaka jumps on it. And they're going to call jump ball. And the possession will stay in Utah Valley's favor. Evan Cole drives and gets the touch off the glass. Dibiamaka creates the contact, and there's his first 2 points. Nice defensive play on the other side by McClain. Trey Woodbury, three-pointer, too strong, gobbled up momentarily by Evan Cole and taken away by Javon Levi. Dibiamaka feeling it. Back-to-back buckets, a 2 and a 3 now for number 15. So Uche Dibiamaka gets the foul on the other side, his second personal. And that prompts Coach Stedman to sub in for Cherry. And Bratton will be the one to come in for Cherry. And an offensive foul call against Utah Valley. And that's Evan Cole's third personal foul. Little chicken wing. For as much time as these officials are spending with the players, I expect some Christmas cards to be exchanged among the holidays. $25 fouls between the two teams so far. Bratton going to work against Amac. Bratton splits, finds, can't finish, but gets the foul. That'll be Fardaws Amac's third personal foul. Tim Fuller checks in for Fardon Zamak as Bratton cashes in at the charity stripe, looking to do so again. And he does. So Bratton now with 9 points, leading all Vaquero scorers on the floor right now. And Blaze Neal finds some trouble, somehow gets it away. Trey Woodbury was looking for J.J. Overton, and Overton gets tripped up by Javon Levi. Nothing malicious, just a strong hustle play. Neal finds Overton top of the key for the Wolverines. Overton puts the ball on the floor and gets a foul immediately called on him. And that foul will go against McLean Jr. And that'll take us to our under 16 media timeout. So the Wolverines on top by 5. We'll be right back after this.
I love this view.
I love that every time this commercial airs, I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Utah Valley on top of UTRGV 40-35. The Wolverines with the 5-point lead. Less than 16 to play here in regulation. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Wolverines. So like we mentioned, today and tomorrow against UTRGV. Then they finish up next week. They finish up the season in the desert against the Lopes of Grand Canyon before the WAC tournament, WAC Vegas, March 11th through the 13th. So as it stands right now, UTRGV technically in first place with their 2-0 record. They're undefeated. Grand Canyon right behind them at 9-1. Then Utah Valley right behind them after that at 6-3 in conference. Overton with the spin move. Gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that foul's going to go against Bratton. That'll be his third personal. The Overton, who comes into this matchup averaging 17 points per contest, right on pace, and he makes his first free throw tonight. 11 points for J.J. Overton. O'Cherry comes in along with Johnson. For the Vaqueros, Dibiamaka and Bratton step off. And another arcing free throw is successful for number 22. 42-35, Utah Valley on top. And UTRGV has made their last 3 offensive field goals. Nice dish down low. Fuller there. Got too much of the hand and body. As O'Cherry will go to the free throw line. O'Cherry just with 2 points on the evening. He's been at the free throw line twice, made 1 in 9 minutes of play tonight. And O'Cherry successful. Jeff O'Cherry, the 6'11 grad from the Bronx. Successful on both accounts. So 4 points for the big man for the Vaqueros as the Wolverines getting high pressure from the Vaqueros. And McClanahan trying to get that ball past the timeline, which he does. Overton drives right into O'Cherry and Levi. And that'll be Jeff O'Cherry's fourth personal. And from my blind naked eye, it looked like that could have been an offensive foul. But O'Cherry, the first one in foul trouble so far. And I'll let you be the judge on that one. And Overton again missing. So Overton tonight, 2 of 5 from the charity stripe. O'Cherry comes off. Levi again with that burst of speed going against McClanahan. And McClanahan's going to get called for the foul. So Utah Valley now with 14 team fouls total. And 17 for the Vaqueros. And another whistle. So if you took the over-under tonight in Vegas, I'm not sure if you were talking about points or if you're going to talk about whistles being blown tonight. (43-37) still have not officially hit the 15-minute mark yet. And then we finally do. This first 5 minutes of the second half been very sluggish as Trey Woodbury steps into a long two-pointer. And that's Trey Woodbury's first field goal of the evening. 45-37, Javon Levi and the Vaqueros trying to answer. McClanahan and Fuller gather for the team rebound. McClanahan looking to run. And they're going to say that one was last touch off of McClanahan. Javon Levi coming in out of nowhere, forcing McClanahan to dribble that ball off his foot. This UTRGV team, so full of energy. And again, they've only played just a couple times this whole year. And a beautiful play, athletic finish from Johnson to get the foul. Flexes over to his bench. And that'll be J.J. Overton's third personal. And Dibiamaka coming back in for McLean for the Vaqueros. So 45-39. And Coach Madsen thinking about who he can bring in. Try and give these Vaqueros a different look. Meanwhile, Johnson with 6 points, make that 7 at the charity stripe, where he's been successful 2 times out of 3 tonight. Johnson with 10 rebounds for the Vaqueros. So on the floor for the Vaqueros, Johnson, Levi, Dibiamaka, Lawrence Anderson, and Butler. For the Wolverines, Darthard, Woodbury, Fuller, McClanahan, and Leifson. UTRGV in their road orange and grays. Wolverines in the white and green, Trey Woodbury. And another rebound from Johnson, number 11. So Utah Valley, who at one point had a 13-point lead, now only up by 5. Johnson doing work in the post. And Evan Cole set to come in for the Wolverines. McClanahan drives, gets contact, throws it up, misses. And the Vaqueros could tie here. Johnson feeling it. Came off left. Leifson with the rebound to Woodbury. Alley-oop to Latrey Darthard with the reverse layup. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was fancy. Jaden McClanahan with the strip, the old school pickpocket. Trey Woodbury drives and gets stripped from behind. Johnson couldn't let Woodbury throw it down. Nice defensive stop there from Johnson. But what a play by Latrey Darthard. When Woodbury lobbed it to him, I didn't know what was going to happen. Mid-air, did the windmill reverse and got the English off the glass. Trey Woodbury, quick trigger, that one falls through. So Trey Woodbury, first 5 points of the game coming in the last minute and a half. And that one last touched off at Tim Fuller. And Fardaz Amak going to come in. And Tim Fuller will come out. And Butler will come in for Levi for the Vaqueros. I really want to see a lineup for Coach Mark Madsen where he has Fardaz Amak, Evan Cole, and Tim Fuller out there just for fun, just to see what would happen. Quick trigger on the other side from Butler, and he answers Trey Woodbury's. They're going to say that one was a 2. And McClanahan gets the ball past the timeline, now to Fardaz Amak. Amak back to McClanahan. Size mismatch in the post with these two. Fardaz Amak, count it! That's just too easy for a big fella. He knew what he had on his back. He said, give me the rock and let me go to work. Got the mismatch he wanted. Went right, shimmied left, turn around, kiss off the glass. Fardaz Amak now with 8 points. And make that 9. Fardaz Amak, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Butler, big Damian Lillard step back, doesn't get the roll. And last touched off of Evan Cole. And a 20-second shot clock refresher for the Vaqueros as Blaze Neal's going to come in for McClanahan. Butler receives. Now Dibiamaka drives right at Overton, and they're going to call a foul on Overton. And that'll be J.J. Overton's 4th personal foul, and he's still trying to figure things out here as we take a look at that going to break. Dibiamaka will be at the free throw line after this.
Get the breaking news, weather, and traffic you need to know before you go. Wake up to real stories from real people. The news specialists on KSL Today. Mornings made special.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
The Green Men Gang entertaining the folks here in Utah. 53-44, the Wolverines on top. Less than 12 to play in regulation. Right before we went to break, J.J. Overton got fouled Dibiamaka. And compared to what we've seen out here tonight already, didn't look like much. But then again, nobody really knows. $19 personal fouls against UT-RGV compared to Utah Valley 16. And Dibiamaka, who has 5 points, all coming in the second half, makes that 6. So he is 2 for 2. Uche Dibiamaka is perfect from the charity stripe tonight. And Trey Woodbury will try to get the ball past Dibiamaka, which he does. So 53-46 Wolverine basketball and Wolverine lead. And the defensive pressure continuing to mount here for the Vaqueros. And a miscommunication between Blaze Neal and Evan Cole sees a turnover for the Wolverines. Something that you don't see very often registered technically to Blaze Neal. One of the best assist to turnover ratios in the country. So Javon Levi and his orange crew very much still alive in this contest. Vaqueros put it on the floor. Fardaws Amac got momentarily the strip from the block. But nice solid hands offensively by the Vaqueros. Put it back up and in by Lawrence Anderson. So 53-48, the Wolverines only lead by 5. Darthard. Need a little bit more of that if you're Coach Mark Madsen. So Trey Darthard quietly now with 7 points. Evan Cole going against Johnson. Johnson gets it back to Dibiamaka with the man in his face, and that's how they play basketball in Australia. No fear. So quickly, Dibiamaka has 10 points. When at the break, he had nothing. Johnson drives, goes right at Latrey Darthard, and gets the contact, but no foul call. And Coach Mark Madsen is going to call a timeout to think things over. Utah Valley only up by 2.
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. The latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast.
Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
And buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
Some family fun, entertainment here tonight at the UCCU Center. Slowly integrating fans back into the live atmosphere. We're glad to see them. Not that I wasn't getting tired of these cardboard cutouts, but it's always good to have fans back in the stands as safely as possible. Utah Valley only up by 2, 55-53. And slowly, this UTRGV team was chipping away at that Utah Valley lead. And like we mentioned before, this UTRGV team has had 12 of its games canceled this season, including 11 of its scheduled WAC conference games. This is the second time that they played a game since January 16th, as Fardaws Amac efforts that one through. So all the hustle, all the scrappiness that you're seeing from this UT-RGV Vaquero team is not going to go away. Relatively fresh as far as a basketball standpoint, considering that they haven't put as many miles on their personal vehicles here. And Johnson continues to lead his Vaqueros on offense. Now 13 total points, 5 of 13 from the floor with 11 rebounds. So a double-double for Johnson. Darthard, down low to Amac. Amac down low to Evan Cole. Evan Cole misses the layup, but gets his own rebound, puts it back up with one hand. Evan Cole with 8 points, and Amac with 2 assists. And great hustle, defensive rebounds. Fardaws Amac went up to the high point, took that one right out of the apex. Nine rebounds for Amac. One away from a double-double. Spin move. And they're going to say foul before the shot. So we talked about Fardaws Amac again and his offensive prowess as far as rebounds go, leading the nation. And Fardaws Amac, he's broken the UV single game rebounding record 3 times so far this season. His 25 rebounds that he had February 13th against Dixie State broke his own previous record that he had of 20 that he set against Wyoming. And he makes both free throws there. So he continues to improve on that facet of the game. And we've already seen that he can assist, he can block, making free throws. Turning into one of the best players by the end of his career, probably one of the best players in that statistical category for this Utah Valley school. So he gets a rebound, but then he gets the ball stripped from behind. And another fantastic hustle play by the Vaqueros. Javon Levi trying to cash it in. Butler now for 3. That one rims off. Levi gets the rebound, mid-range jumper. That one's no good. Evan Cole tips it to Latrey Darthard. Darthard behind the back, in traffic, falls on the floor. Ball all over the place. Somehow the Vaqueros and the Wolverines do not have it. Looked like a bar of soap out there. Someone cue the Three Stooges. Where's Larry, Curly, and Mo? Wolverine basketball when we return in Orem.
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
Utah Valley Wolverines on top of the UT-RGV Vaqueros 61-55. And we'll take another look at the upcoming schedule here, the broadcast schedule for us. So if you're into Utah Valley Athletics, tomorrow afternoon, women's soccer, their second of 2 games against New Mexico State. A matinee special for you at 2 p.m. And then right back here, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. These two teams are going to go right back at each other for round 2. So Ben Schroeder is going to be very busy tomorrow. And then just think about the upcoming weeks as we head into March. start having baseball, softball, volleyball, soccer. It's going to be fun. And volleyball, too. Softball, yeah. So 61-55. Wolverines with the lead. And Butler with a deep three-pointer. Misses. Evan Cole with the rebound. Jade McClanahan for the Wolverines. The Wolverines have made 6 of their last 7 field goals. Meanwhile, the Vaqueros have been on a scoring drought over the last 2 minutes, 0 for 7. Wilberry and Treble back out to Overton now with 8 on the clock. Overton off the screen with 5. Gives to Amack with 3, with 2. Amack gets it off in time, but no good. And Javon Levi looking for help. Dibiamaka on the floor. And a putback slam from Bratton. 61-57. Vaqueros still hanging in here. McClanahan loses his man. Goes down low to Amack. Amack cut. That's just high percentage there. $15 points, 10 rebounds for Fardaws Amack. Uche Dibiamaka going baseline against Trey Woodbury. Now Bratton looking for help, gives back to Levi. Levi, mid-range jumper. That one comes off as Fardaws Amack grabs rebound number 11. Now McClanahan's just showing off. And they're going to call this foul on Butler. Laquan Butler, that'll be his first personal. And that'll send Jade McClanahan to the line, where he misses the first free throw. So McClanahan tonight in 19 minutes so far, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the floor, 7 assists. And McClanahan makes up for the first loss. So now 5 points for number 10. 64-57, less than 6 to play. O'Cherry went up to the rafters to get that down. And Amack got out-rebounded, out-boxed out by Johnson. And Amack probably gets the tip in there. You can technically count that as a rebound. So an own goal for Fardaws Amack. 64-59 in favor of the Wolverines. And Fardaws Amack trying to throw it down over 3 defenders. Some aggression offensively from the big man. And that foul will be Jeff O'Cherry's 5th and final of the evening. So 6 points in 10 minutes, 5 fouls, and 2 rebounds for the big fella. So Cherry's night is done. And we'll see him back here tomorrow. Meanwhile, Fardaws Amack continuing his perfection at the charity stripe tonight. 6 for 6. And the announcer's curse. Just adding one more audio evidence piece to the dreaded announcer's curse Bible. Johnson. McClanahan. So 5 minutes left. Wolverines on top by 6. 65-59. McClanahan guarded by Butler. Fardaws Amack set the screen. McClanahan still has it. Now Amack with a shot put. And he pushes it through. It's a hot potato. The way that he shot that was like the way that I used to shoot my little Nerf hoop that I had in my room growing up. And Fardon Zamak gets called for the foul on the other side. That'll be his 4th personal. So Fardon Zamak with 4, J.J. Overton with 4, and that'll signal Tim Fuller to come in for the Wolverines. Fardon Zamak tonight, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Should have 2 assists, but they only give him 1 here in the books, and 2 blocks. And Fardon Zamak comes off to an applause. So Overton on the court with 4. Fardon Zamak on the bench with 4. And Jaden McClanahan looking for help, goes cross court to Evan Cole. Dangerous pass. Evan Cole lost it to Javon Levi. Butler shakes, goes baseline, has the ball tipped from behind by McClanahan, and it'll stay in Vaquero hands. Johnson puts it on the floor. It goes right at Evan Cole. And Evan Cole, there's nothing more he could do, especially with 3 personal fouls. So Johnson, just credit that one to all the workouts he puts in the gym. 15 points, leading all Vaqueros, and 12 rebounds. Fantastic night for Johnson. Overton drives, goes right at Johnson and returns the favor. And that'll take us to our under 4 media timeout. Wolverines have made 8 of their last 10 field goals, and J.J. Overton will have the charity stripe when we return in Orem.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. Free. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
So less than 4 minutes to play in Orem, Utah. Utah Valley clinging to a 67-63 lead. I say clinging because they haven't yet created that space between themselves and the Vaqueros. And the Vaqueros still continuing to hang around, in large part due to Johnson's 15 points and 12 rebounds, Dibiamaka's 10 points, Bratton's 11 points and 8 rebounds as well. Levi with 5, Butler with 8. A solid team effort here from the Vaqueros. And on the floor for the Wolverines, the only man in double figures is that guy right there with the ball on your screen, J.J. Overton. And he's got 13 points. Now 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight in 27 minutes. 5 of 8 from the floor and 3 rebounds. And he makes the second. McClanahan with 5, Fuller with 3, Woodbury with 5, and Cole with 8. And those are the Wolverines rounding out on your screen. So Bratton going to work against Fuller. And Fuller gets called for a foul. And that'll be Tim Fuller's second personal. So the Wolverines got to be careful not to lull themselves into thinking that these Vaqueros are going to go away, because they're not. And especially with plays like that and how the officials have been calling it tonight, you never know. It seems like almost every 10 seconds there's another whistle that's called. Fardaz Amack will come in, and he has 4 personal. So between him and Overton, one more foul for either of those two, and their night is done. Bratton tonight continuing to impress in 16 minutes. 13 points. So see how Utah Valley responds as they're only up by 3, 68-65 with 3:30 left to play in regulation. We know that the last time they played here last January, Utah Valley won on a last-second shot. McClanahan drives, dishes to the big man who gets fouled from behind by Javon Levi. That'll be Levi's first personal, and send Fardaz Amack to the free throw line, where he's been pretty solid tonight, 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8. And Fardaz Amack, 8 of 9 tonight from the charity stripe. 20 points and 11 rebounds. Javon Levi guarded and stripped and taken away, but the ball somehow gets all the way back to Bratton down low, who's able to get a layup. They had a fast break dunk opportunity, the Wolverines, and that gave the ball right back to the Vaqueros. So like I said, the Wolverines, anytime they try to get themselves some distance, the Vaqueros come right back and say, hey, we left our foot in the door for you. Javon Levi agrees. He said, yeah, sure, I got him on that one. I'll admit it. So Javon Levi's second personal foul. This is where Utah Valley's mental toughness will need to really kick in here. And Fardaz Amack again successful. So 9 of 10 from the charity stripe tonight, 21 points. And Evan Cole was able to get the ball. And Javon Levi is going to call for a technical foul. What a turn of events. Utah Valley bench was really getting after their own players for trying to hold on to the basketball so that those plays like that can't happen. But the officials thought that Javon Levi was doing something inappropriate here. The dreaded clap in front of the official's face. That's what did it to him. So Javon Levi goes almost 18 full minutes without getting a foul. And he gets 3 in the last 30 seconds. So Trey Woodbury will be at the free throw line all by himself. Woodbury tonight 5 points, make it 6. Ironically enough, this is his first trip to the charity stripe. 1 of 5 from distance as he makes both free throws. So 7 points, and then the Wolverines basketball on top of that. (73-67). The Vaqueros on top of the the Wolverines on top of the Vaqueros. Vaqueros trailing. Dibiamaka guarding Trey Woodbury. Fardaz Amack. So Javon Levi, who picked up 3 fouls within the last minute, try and gather himself here to get his offense back into shape. Dibiamaka steps into a three-pointer. Trey Woodbury with the rebound for the Wolverines. 2:20 left in regulation. Wolverine lead is 6. Overton drives and gets stripped by Javon Levi. And Overton is limping, and he is out, kneeling down by his team bench. And Overton is being attended to by the trainers as LaTre Darthard checks back in. And Overton holding his left knee as we take a look and see what happened here. Looks like he just ran into each other, bumped knees. Anybody that's ever done that knows that does not feel good whatsoever. So 73-67, Wolverines no field goals in their last 3 minutes. Trey Woodbury splits the defense. And here come the Vaqueros. Levi wide open for a three-pointer. Comes off the elbow. Johnson again there with the massive rebound. Finds a wide open Dibiamaka in the post. 73-69. 1:20 left. Some heated basketball here in Orem on the WAC Digital Network.
Join the Wolverine Club. A simple message with a major impact.
Ghana's first Winter Games skeleton.
Support student athletes like former Utah Valley University track star, graduate, and current Olympian Akwasi Frimpong.
Yes, South Korea, here I come.
Akwasi was the first person to represent his nation of Ghana at the Winter Olympics in the skeleton. Support the next UVU Olympian by joining the Wolverine Club today.
1:21 left in regulation. Vaqueros not going anywhere, and the Wolverines certainly leaving the door open for him. 73-69, the Wolverines are on top. Wolverines, no field goals in their last 3.5 minutes. Trying to find some offensive rhythm here. Dibiamaka with 12 points was able to make a layup off of a hustle play right before we just took that quick break. And you see that hustle play defensively really kicking in for the Vaqueros. And that was almost a turnover. We approach just a minute left. Vaqueros trying to force Utah Valley to a turnover or a missed shot. LaTre Darthard for 3. Fardaws Amack with the rebound. A 20-second reset. Back out to Trey Woodbury. Javon Levi picks Trey Woodbury's pocket. Levi attacks Woodbury, and Levi will go to the free throw line. Javon Levi, like an old street magician, lured Trey Woodbury into watching his stopwatch go side to side and reached in to pick the pocket.
I'm here to ask you a question. Are you all in? Our caregivers are tired. You're tired. The pandemic has worn on everyone. We believe that in order to have a healthy economy and healthy towns and cities, we need to have healthy people who live and work in them. We're all in so our communities can live the healthiest lives possible. Are you all in with us? I'm here to ask you a question. Are you all in?
So Utah Valley leaving the door open for these Vaqueros of UT-RGV. Utah Valley forgetting to put the lock on these doors. And UT-RGV just wiggling the handle and opening it up. 73-69, Javon Levi with an opportunity here to make this thing very, very interesting with 49 seconds left. And Levi misses the first free throw. And the Wolverine faithful breathe a sigh of relief. And right now, all the cardboard cutouts, Green Men Gang and other live people here, wanting a free Culver's ice cream for Javon Levi to miss this free throw. And he misses the free throw but gets his own rebound back. Butler for three. That one's short. Dibiamaka with the rebound. Misses. Put back up and in by Bratton. 73-71. 41 seconds left. Trey Woodbury barely gets the ball in. Fardaws Amack, this is trouble. And a travel call against Fardaws Amack. So Utah Valley having to play defense here. 37 seconds left, and they only have a 2-point lead. UTRGV does not ever stop. Javon Levi with a chance to tie or take the lead. Johnson, he's been awesome tonight. Fardaws Amack gathers the rebound, and they're forced to foul with 21 and a half seconds left. 73-71, the Wolverines on top by 2. Fardaws Amack has a chance to extend this lead here with a couple free throws, and he's been one of the only Wolverines tonight who's been extremely consistent and efficient at the charity stripe. 9 of 11. Make that 10 of 12. And this is a big one here. This can make it a 2-possession game for the Wolverines. And he comes up short. Javon Levi with the rebound. So still, the Vaqueros with an opportunity to tie. Shot clock is turned off. And they're going to call a foul on Jaden McClanahan, who put his arms literally around his back. And Javon Levi slithered around him and drew the contact. So I'm not sure Javon Levi intended that to happen, but he'll take the free throw opportunities nonetheless. 14.8 seconds. UTRGV down by 3. Javon Levi at the free throw line. And Levi misses. And visually upset, walks back to try and gather himself. Utah Valley hasn't made an offensive bucket in the last 4.5 minutes. UTRGV down by 3. They know that if they make this free throw, they got to foul immediately. Does Levi intentionally miss this to try to give his team a chance at the rebound? He makes it. So 14.8 seconds. Utah Valley has been a little dicey on this part. But Dibiamaka fouls Latrey Darthard with 13.6 left. Wolverines up by 2. And Latrey Darthard has yet to shoot a free throw tonight. But Latrey Darthard on the season has been pretty effective at the charity stripe. Just shy of 50%. Now you might at home doing the math think, well, you know what, that's not a very good percentage. I failed school in some tests with that percentage, but given the amount of free throws that he's taken, it's does the job. 75-72, another crucial 2-possession opportunity here, and he makes it. So now a 4-point lead. And Javon Levi picks up. Johnson thought about the 3 instead, puts up a floater, rebounded by Trey Woodbury, and fouled by Levi. And now the applause starts to come. The cardboard cutouts behind me start to wipe the sweat from their brow. And Javon Levi continues to have his emotions get the best of him as he gets ejected. And Javon Levi by himself just walking back to the locker room. And the officials coming over to the scores table to take a look at what just happened. In games like this, cooler heads prevail. And even though Utah Valley left the door open for the Vaqueros, down the stretch, they kept their cool as Javon Levi. Evan Cole gives him a little love tap on the back, and Javon Levi wasn't having any of that. So we'll see what the officials come up with here. So right now for the Wolverines on the floor, Latrey Darthur with 9 points, Evan Cole with 8, Woodbury with 7, McClanahan with 5. The big fella Fardaz Amack in your screen with the cornrows and the headband. 22 points, 13 rebounds, 10 of 13 from the free throw line, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. And now they're going to call in a third set of eyes, the officials, to try and see what they deem necessary as far as these fouls or any more whistles. 30 personal fouls in total for the Vaqueros, 20 for the Wolverines. And that's not including the travels. So we saw Evan Cole put his hand on Javon Levi. A little tap. Nothing super malicious. The way Javon Levi reacted. And the officials are still talking things over here. As we're waiting the officials to give us a final verdict. Again, these teams will be right back out here 22 hours from now doing this thing all over again. And so they're going to call over Mark Madsen and Jay Stedman to talk about what happened. So Jay Stedman was the one that looked like he saw what happened. Mark Madsen was too busy to focus on the other players. And so Mark Madsen's probably just hearing about Evan Cole barely touching him for the first time. And Evan Cole getting the verdict from one of the officials, and he comes over. And he is unhappy about it. So, still no official wording as to what is going to happen here, what took place. So still trying to figure out what's going on. As soon as we hear, we'll let you know. But Utah Valley, nonetheless, has a lead, 76-72 with 8 seconds left. Trey Woodbury's at the free throw line. So double technical fouls. One will go against Evan Cole, and the other one against Javon Levi, which is his double booking, and sent him back to the locker room. And Fardaz Amack, his night is through as Tim Fuller comes in. So Trey Woodbury, the clutch Iceman, at the charity stripe to really put this game out of reach in the final seconds here for the Vaqueros. As Johnson did everything he can tonight. And a corner three-pointer with the putback last second to pad the stats from Bratton. Final score from Orem, Utah, 78-72. Round one goes to Utah Valley. And we're going to do this thing back all over again 22 hours from now. For all of our hardworking staff and crew behind the scenes, for Ben Schroeder, Jason Erickson, Clint Berge, I'm Brandon Crow saying so long and good night from Orem, Utah, where the Wolverines are victorious, 78-74.